Right now, wherever you are, I want you to try something. Stand up, hold on to nothing, and lift one foot a few inches off the floor. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without grabbing anything? If you just felt a little wobble, pay close attention, because a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that people in mid to later life who could not pass this simple 10-second test were far more likely to die in the years that followed. Not from an accident, not from one specific disease, just a much higher risk overall. The numbers stopped the researchers in their tracks, an 84% higher risk of death from any cause. Today, I am going to show you exactly what that study found, why your balance is quietly one of the strongest signals of how well your body is aging, and 3 gentle ways to start rebuilding it, beginning today, right at your kitchen counter. Before we go further, one thing. Every time you test your balance, do it beside a wall, a sturdy chair, or a counter you can grab. We are going to be careful. This is about building you up, not putting you at risk. So let me tell you about the study, because the details matter. Researchers in Brazil followed more than 1,700 adults between the ages of 51 and 75. Each person was asked to stand on one leg for 10 seconds. The rules were simple. Place the front of one foot behind the other calf, keep your arms at your sides, and just hold. Up to 3 tries were allowed on each leg. Then the researchers waited. They followed these people for about 7 years. Here is what they found. Among the people who could hold the pose, only 4.6% had died by the end of the study, but among those who could not hold it for 10 seconds, 17.5% had died. That is nearly 4 times as many. Even after the researchers adjusted for age, sex, body weight, and existing conditions, failing the test was linked to an 84% higher risk of dying during those years. Now, and this is important, I want to be honest with you about what this means. This was an observational study. That means it found a strong link. It did not prove that poor balance causes early death. Failing the test is not a verdict. Nobody is telling you your time is up. What the researchers found is that balance is a powerful mirror. It reflects something deeper about how your body is holding together. And that raises the real question, why would standing on one leg tell you so much? Here is the part most people never hear. Balance is not one skill. It is a full-body report card. To hold yourself steady on one leg, your body has to do 5 things at once. Your leg and core muscles have to fire to keep you upright. The tiny sensors in your inner ear have to tell your brain which way is up. Your eyes have to track the horizon. The nerves in your feet and ankles have to feel the ground and make constant micro-corrections. And your brain has to pull all of it together instantly. When even one of those systems starts to fade, a little muscle loss, slower nerves, a change in the inner ear, your balance is often the first place it shows up, long before you notice anything else. That is why a 10-second test can quietly reveal so much. It is checking all 5 systems at the same time. And there is a reason this matters so much after 60. A loss of balance is one of the biggest reasons older adults lose their independence. A single fall can change everything: a hip, a wrist, months of recovery, the confidence to leave the house. So when we talk about balance, we are not really talking about a party trick. We are talking about staying steady on your own feet, in your own life, for as long as possible. So if you tried the test earlier and it did not go well, I know that can feel discouraging. But stay with me, because this is where the story turns, and it turns in your favor. Here is the good news the headlines almost never mention. Balance is one of the most trainable abilities in the entire body, at any age. Your muscles respond to practice in your 70s and 80s, just like they did decades ago. The nerves and reflexes that keep you steady get sharper the more you use them. In balance training studies, older adults often see real, measurable improvement in just a few weeks of gentle, regular practice, not months of hard work, weeks of small, consistent effort. And here is why that practice works so well. Every time you steady yourself on one leg, you are doing more than working a muscle. You are giving your brain, your inner ear, and the nerves in your feet practice at working together, quickly and in the right order. Think of it like a path worn through tall grass. Walk it just once and it barely leaves a mark. But walk it a little every day, and it becomes a clear, easy trail your body can follow without a second thought. So you are not asking your body to do something strange or new. Over time, with practice, you are helping it feel steadier at something it already does every single day. That test you may have failed today? With a little practice, many people can pass it and feel steadier walking, turning, and reaching sooner than they expect. So let me give you 3 gentle ways to start. You can do all of them at home, right beside a counter or a sturdy chair. Please keep one hand near that support the entire time. Number 1. The supported one-leg stand. Stand tall at your counter, one hand resting on it. Lift one foot just an inch off the floor and hold for a few seconds. Set it down. Switch sides. As you get steadier over the weeks, you can rest just a finger on the counter, then hover your hand above it. That is your progress, right there. Number 2. The heel-to-toe walk. Imagine a tightrope on the floor. Walk slowly along it, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, like a slow-motion tightrope walker. Keep a wall within reach. 10 steps forward, turn carefully, 10 steps back. Number 3. The sit-to-stand. Sit toward the front of a sturdy chair, feet flat. Without using your hands if you can, stand up slowly, then lower yourself back down with control. This one builds the leg and core strength that balance is built on. 5 to 10 of these, at your own pace, a few minutes a day, that is all. Balance is like a language. The more often you practice, the more fluent your body becomes. Now let me be honest about the hardest part. It is not the exercises themselves. It is remembering to do them day after day. So here is one of the most reliable strategies behavioral researchers have found. Do not try to carve out a special new time in your day. Instead, attach your practice to something you already do without fail. Stand on one leg at the kitchen counter, one hand resting on it, while you wait for the kettle, never reaching over a hot stove or steam. Do your heel-to-toe walk along a hallway narrow enough to keep a hand on the wall the whole way. Rise out of a sturdy chair a few extra times, using the armrests and standing up slowly while the coffee brews. Whatever you choose, keep it beside a steady surface you can actually grab, and away from anything hot. When your practice is tied to a habit you already have, you never have to go looking for the time. The time comes to you. A minute here, a minute there, done consistently, adds up more than you would think, because consistency matters more than intensity. So let me leave you with this. That 10-second test is not a countdown. It is a starting line. It is your body handing you an early, honest signal, and a chance to do something about it while doing something about it is easy. The people who stay steady on their feet into their 80s and 90s are rarely the ones who were born with perfect balance. They are the ones who kept practicing it. So today, stand tall at your counter, lift one foot, and begin. If this was helpful, I have a full guide to building gentle strength after 60 here on the channel, because strong legs and good balance go hand in hand. Take care of yourself. Your future self is counting on the small things you do today. This video is for general information and is not medical advice. Please talk with your doctor before starting any new exercise, especially if you have a history of falls, dizziness, or heart or joint problems.